Hey, I know that you are excited. You're excited about this upcoming transition. It's something new. You're trying different things. You've never tried some of these things before. I got you thinking about some things that perhaps you've never thought about before. And so while you're excited, there's also parts of you wondering, is this going to work? I don't know. I just don't. You know what? I've always done things this way. Yes, you have. You've done things the same old way with the same old mindset, but you've expected different results. So let me ask you, how did that work out for you? Did you get what you want? Are you in a place right now where you're getting those desires of your heart? Are you in a place right now where you can say, you know what? I feel fulfilled. I feel like I'm living out my purpose. I feel like this is the life that I want. This is my absolute best life. If you're not waking up, if you don't have that energy, that zeal to get up and to do and to go, try this. I want you to try this. Hey there, I'm Dr. Tam. I'm your empowerment coach, and I'm popping in here today with another hot video to share with you what I believe to be four statements. Four statements that I really want you to think about as we're transitioning from this one year into a brand new year. But this doesn't just have to be about the old year out and ringing in a new year. It doesn't have to be. This could be a transition of any kind. It could be you transitioning, maybe you're moving from one city to another city. Maybe even within that same city, you're moving from one place to another place, maybe like to a new home. You could be transitioning between jobs. You're moving from one job to another job. From the end of one year rolling into another, a brand new year, it's a transition. Just like every other transition in our lives, there is going to be a change. And that change is going to depend on you. Now, for the past 21 days or 20 days as of today, I have been sharing with you tips and tools to help you to prepare for this upcoming transition. Now, I can give you the blueprint, I can give you the nails, I can give you the hammer, I can give you whatever tools that you need to build a thing. But if you do not come with the right mindset, you're not going to be able to build it. You may build something, but it's not going to be sustainable. It's not going to be that what you desire most. Look, we've been talking about where we are right now in this season of our lives. We already know that there is more time behind us than there is ahead of us. So, whatever it is that we do have left, we want to make the absolute best use of that to get the desires of our hearts. We are accomplishing goals. We are fulfilling dreams. We are setting out to live the lives that we've actually been created to live. No more of the stressing, no more of the anxiety, no more of the worrying about, well, how am I going to do this? Or what about that? Or what if they said that I couldn't do it? Who said that? And better yet, why are you believing them? Don't do that. Don't. You are so much more than that. You're so much better than that. So today, I want you to think about four statements that I know is going to help you. So as we are just moments away, hours away from that brand new year, you may be just a short amount of time away from another transition in your life. I want you to walk away with these four statements. So grab a journal, go ahead and grab a pen or a pencil, and let's get right into it. All right. So, the very first thing that I want you to think about, I want you to think about and to identify what it is that you can control. What in your life can you control? If There is say for example, there is a power outage in your neighborhood. Now, you can go over there and you can flip that little switch. Is it going to come on? No, because there has been a power outage in your neighborhood. There's no electricity. So is that something you can control? No. Is that something for you to worry about? No. Now I say that, are we going to worry? Yeah, because now you're wondering, man, I got work to do. I can't use my internet. We having all of these issues. I still gotta cook. I have to clean up. I got all this stuff that I need to do. And now the electricity is gone out. But can you control that? Because if you cannot control that, then why are you giving it energy? And that's what it comes down to. When we talk about you controlling those things that you can control and the things that you cannot control, it comes down to a matter of you exerting energy, mental energy. That's why I've been sharing with you why it is so important to have a growth mindset. So, the fact that there has been an outage, a power outage in my neighborhood, I can't control that, no. But can I control how I think about that? Absolutely. With your mindset. You have control over your attitude, over your outlook about that situation. So there's no power. Okay. Well, I don't have any battery left on my computer, on my laptop. So, well, I guess I can't do any more work today. Well, my phone battery is low as well. Well, I guess I can't be scrolling on TikTok. Okay. Well, what is it that I can do? Well, it's still a little daylight. You know what? I have been intending to read that book. Now might be a good time for me to pull that book out. Weather it's nice outside, I'll just pop outside and sit on the porch and start reading that book. That's a growth mindset. Because even though it looks like there is a loss, it looks like I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. Oh, but I got to get this done. I got to get this done. That's you getting caught up in a frenzy, right? Over something that you have absolutely no control over. But what you do have control over is maybe that was a gift from God. Maybe He telling me, sit down somewhere. Now you've been saying that you want to read that book. You've been saying that you wanted to read more. You've been saying you want to spend more time with me. You've been saying that you're going to start writing out your verses so you can memorize them because you want to hide my words in your heart. Now is the time that you can do that. How we look at situations, our mindset, our outlook, the perspective that we have about things that come up against us, about things that happen, that is what we have control over. So the first thing I want you to think about as we are transitioning from one year into a brand new year, or you're transitioning in life period, any form of transition throughout your life, the first thing I want you to think about is those things that you can control. The second thing I want you to think about are those things that you have no control over. Because those things, we're going to give it to God. Those are the things that we are going to give to God because we have no control over them. None. So why am I worried about something? Why am I worried about when this electricity is going to come on? It's going to come on when it comes on. Think about this. If I worry more, is that going to make them to speed up the process to get my electricity back working sooner? Not. It doesn't work that way. They'll get to it when they can. It'll come back on when it's back on. You might get a notification on your phone, or you might, just sit around and wait until the lights come back on. So why are we worried about something that we have no control over? So I encourage you, the second thing to do is to address or identify those things that you have no control over. You have no control over whether or not you are hired for this promotion. What do you have control over? You can research potential interview questions. You can write out responses to those questions. You can practice with a friend on the interview process. You can get all of your ducks in a row. Dot every I, cross every T. You can do all that you can do to prepare for that upcoming interview. But at the end, and you can go in there and you can, in that interview, and you can knock their socks off. But in the end, you have no control over whether or not they extend that offer to you. Maybe you were one of the top 2 candidates. It's between you and another person. And so they're like, oh, it's really, really close. It's really, really close. What's going to be that one thing, that one little bitty thing to make the difference? Well, you have no control if they eventually say, well, you know what? The other candidate, she had a little bit more experience than you did. Out of your control. But you did what you could do. And that was you showing up the absolute best version of yourself. That was you putting in the time and you preparing for that interview. That was you going in there and impressing them, knocking their socks off. And it came down to one final decision that you didn't have control over. So you, number one, identify those things that you do have control over. Number two, identify the things that you do not have control over and let it go. Don't even use your mental energy on those things. Let it go. Because that's just going to get you upset. That's going to get you all worked up. That's going to create stress and anxiety. In this season, as we are transitioning into a brand new year, we are also elevating. And in order to elevate, there's some things you will have to eliminate. Eliminate the stress, eliminate the anxiety, eliminate those things that you have no control over. No longer let those things take up mental residence in your mind. No longer let them take up energy, because there's nothing that you can do about it. So let it go. Thirdly, I want you to remember who you are. You are going to meditate on God's words, reminding you of who you are. And you might be thinking, well, Dr. Tim, why are you saying that? That doesn't. So I'm going to think about the things that that I do have control over. I'm going to think about the things that I don't have control over. And I'm going to think about who I am. Absolutely. Because one thing that I have learned, even if you are letting those things go, there is going to be something that'll come up against you that's going to make you question you, that's going to make you doubt your abilities. So maybe you did not get that job. And so because that did not turn out in your favor, it did not work out the way that you wanted it to. So now you're doubting yourself. Now you're questioning yourself. That is why it is important for you to remember who the Word of God says that you are. Because when those negative thoughts come up in your mind, you need to be able to speak the truth to those things. You need to be able to speak truth, to speak life over yourself, reminding yourself of who you are. Because you are an overcomer. You are a conqueror. You are strong. You are bold. You are courageous. He has good plans for you. His word tells you that. You are the apple of his eye. His word tells you that. So the third most important thing for you to do is to remember who you are. It's like being prepared. It's like when you have that's going to be your weapon. Remember, we talked about pushing that pressure, apply pressure, push back. When those negative thoughts come up against you, use your words, speak your words, literally opening up your mouth and speaking to that thing, speaking to those negative thoughts that are trying to come up against you. Okay? And then fourthly, I want you to take it easy. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. God already has a image of you, the picture of you. He sees you as he has created you. He doesn't see you as your past mistakes. He doesn't see you as your deficits, those things that you're not good at. If he doesn't see you that way, why are you thinking of yourself that way? Why are you being so hard on yourself? You are trying. You are trying to be the best version of yourself. You've realized now that you do matter, because you do. You realize now that you are deserving. You realize now that you are enough and that you are important. So you be kind to you and show yourself some grace. So as we transition, any transitions in life, think about the things that you can control. That is your attitude. That is your perspective. That is your outlook. That's going to require a growth mindset. When life brings you a loss, turn it into a learn. What can you learn from that loss? Secondly, identify those things that you have no control over and let it go. Thirdly, I want you to always remember who you are. You are the daughter of the Most High God. You are precious in his sight. And you are a conqueror. You can do this. And then fourthly, show yourself some grace. Be kind to yourself. You may not always get it the first time around, but dust yourself off, get back up, and try it again. No longer are we speaking negatively of ourselves. We're not taking these old behaviors from this year into a brand new year. We're not taking those old negative thoughts from this year into a brand new year. It is time for you to elevate. And in order to do that, there are some things we have to eliminate. We are eliminating stress. We are eliminating negativity, anxiety, frustration, worry. Eliminate. Let it go. Just let it go. You are worthy. You are deserving. And there's great things that are planned for you. Go do those things. Hey there, I'm Dr. Tam. I am your empowerment coach. I want you to remember that. I am your empowerment coach, and I'm here with you on this journey. Listen, if you would like for me to walk side by side with you to help you as you make this transition, rolling into a brand new year or any transition in life, if you would like the support to help you to accomplish those goals and to fulfill those dreams and to live out the life that you were created for, I want you to click the link below to schedule a free 15-minute discovery call, a clarity call, so you and I can have a conversation about how I can help you become the best version of you. I'm Dr. Tam, your empowerment coach, and I'll talk to you soon.